Yo.
We back.
We back. We back. This is like our walking music right here. And I feel like I'm about to walk into this one right here.
Yeah. Digging it, man, with a shovel.
Yeah, this is that the beat I picked right off the back, man. This beat is who is this beat by? Let's see. It's by So Special Beats. It came out 2019. Yeah, I like the vibe of this one.
Oh man, I wish I would have found something like this when I was rapping. Oh man, that's so smooth.
You know, I need to hear your old stuff. What type of beats did you like to flow on?
Mainstream. It's mainstream and more East Coast type stuff. Not heavy, like locked in East Coast. It was more the mainstream East Coast type stuff. Like it's music, but it's like this. To be honest with you.
Okay.
You know,
deep.
Yeah, it's kind of deep. I was actually like telling stories and you know, making one track make sense together. You know what I mean? Like you had to hear like multiple songs together to get my point. You know, I made works of art.
Works of art, artistic.
Yeah. Right. You like heard one song and it's like it's fine, it can stand on its own, but the project itself, it's like you gotta you hear everything in succession. It's one big story.
Okay. He was very artistic. It sounds like with your you know, your words sound like it had a deep story type of message.
Yeah,
you know, you was
it's my vibe.
Conscious, probably with your lyrics, maybe.
yeah, and more simplistic. I tried to make what I said make sense to the natural ear. I didn't try to be too crazy with my lyricism. I just said what I said. I just had to, get my point across in a very simplistic way. So
okay. Yeah. Well, we are here, y'all. We're gonna get right into the show. And what we like to do, man, if you're new to watching the show, we like to review the music with y'all, with us. I said review the music with y'all. Yeah, review the music with everybody. And we missed the show last time, so I feel like I'm rusty. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? Like,
I might have 2 rants. You know what I mean? Just
because you missed the show, huh?
Just because I missed it. I got to get it in. You feel me? Somebody go get it today. And I might have none.
I'm staying out the way if you got 2. I'm really staying out the way. Like, I wish I can make a smaller screen for myself.
Oh, no.
Like, you should just cover the whole screen when you do both of your rants today.
No,
just like
man.
That. But welcome to the show, y'all. Also, if you got music, I've been getting a lot of good submissions, so keep it up, y'all. Thank you for sending me your music at irregularraps@gmail.com. And if you are an artist watching the show, singer, rapper, we're taking it all. Now, I know this is called Irregular Raps podcast, but it ain't just rap. We listen to we want the Christian music, whether you sing, even contemporary. We like to rate music, so we're crossing over different genres on this show. And actually,
rap.
Yeah. Hey, if we get so many different styles of music, we may have to change the name of the show to something
Irregular.
else to rant.
Right.
Rant. Yeah. Hey, we may get a lot of I don't want to throw a name, but somebody who likes to rant when he does his show. I'm not even going to say his name. It's a popular guy, but we may get people who will like us or people who won't like us if we rant all the time. But some people are good at ranting. Like that's how they get a lot of viewers to watch them. You love it. See?
Yeah, I love it. I look, there's this one guy that talks about our college team, and that's the only reason I tune in. It's just, what is he gonna rant about? You know what I mean? And because I feel the same way he feel, so.
Yeah. Say, hey, well, here we go, y'all. Like I said, rate with us. Drop the comments in the comment section. Let us know how you feel about the songs. And what we do is rate from 1 to 5, 1 being the least. We ain't really feeling it, 5 being the best, 3 being average. You know, if it's fire, we like to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
If it's swagging, we always like to jello with it. I need to change my swagger. He's been there for a while. Both of them been there for a while. But we keep it 100 for the most part, y'all.
Absolutely.
How's your week been though, man?
Oh man, I'm excited. It's been preparatory, if you will.
Using big words.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Words that I wouldn't rap with, but no, it's been good, man. I got a lot going on, so but it's been great. It's been great. Just blessings. Like I ain't said this in a minute, but blessings on blessings.
Blessings on blessings.
Yeah.
Amen. God is good, and that's one thing. You know, I've really been leaning on God who is good. You know, God who is good, because I mean we're surrounded by so much evil, so much hatred, so much violence, and we need to lean on God who's good. And I was going to say this towards the end of the show, but I'll just say this now. One of the things that I feel like God has been revealing to me in my quiet time is that he never changes. So no matter how far away you feel like you are from God, he never changes.
Yep.
He's willing to take you back. And you know, I'll read one scripture that I read today where God tells the children of Jacob, he says that I lost the scripture. Did I lose the scripture? It says, I, the Lord, do not change. Do you, the descendants of Jacob? So you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Ever since the time of your ancestors, you have turned away from my decrees and have not kept them. Return to me, and I will return to you, says the Lord Almighty. And that's, you know, that's just my life. You can so easily return to God. Don't think that he's going to be upset at who you are, but he accepts you with open arms because he's God of love, and he'll come back to you. He'll draw back to you, draw close to him, draw to him, and he'll draw to you. So man, that's my motivation for y'all, and that's how I've been motivated constantly in my life. So, you know, I ain't gonna speak a sermon, but let's get into it, y'all. So this, I know it felt like you had something to say, but maybe say it next time. You got something to say real quick, Victor?
Who, me?
Yeah,
other than my workshops that's going on all across America. I was gonna wait for the opportunity, but you know, we could
It's all good.
That's what I wanted to go into, but you know, we could rate. Let's make the people happy.
All right, let's make y'all happy. The first song is by Paradox, and the name of this song is
History
Lessons featuring Jay Johnson.
The past is what happened, and it cannot be changed. It occurred, and it cannot be affected unless you get in a time machine and go back. But history is changing all the time, because history is a intellectual discipline. It's a pursuit. It's what historians do.
I was born 1973, the birth of this MC who would eventually grip the mic so easily. Couldn't tell back then I would be an MC. I didn't meet hip-hop until the early 80s. Hip-hop, baby, driving parents crazy, living life in the 80s, drinking soda, eating candy, 5th grade, young rapper, freestyling with the gift, recording on the boombox while tones making hits on the dining room table. In my crib where I live, I was practicing, for a time such as this. Couldn't see it, the future and what if, but hell, but I was destined to rap and my skills would prevail. In high school is when I took rapping more serious, got vicious with the battle lyrics, but that wasn't the right spirit. I couldn't hear it, God's voice in the moment. I was trying to get signed while destroying all opponents, until life came and hit me with a punch to my chest. Boom, spiraling, yes, avoiding an arrest. That was the time I confessed I was a Christian, yes, but it was under duress. After that I took the right steps to get closer to Christ. Thank him for saving my life and for paying the price. I didn't understand the sacrifice that was made and the price God paid, so I could accelerate and proceed to the next grade. History lessons, yes, I confess them. Now I fear no
Paradox,
weapons, I keep
y'all.
on stepping.
He's someone who has been on my show before, by the way. He's been doing hip-hop for a long time.
History lessons, yes, I confess them. Now I fear no weapons, I keep on stepping. Dare I turn my back on him who's protecting? When I learn my lesson, history lesson.
In 99, started the rhyme, started to climb. It says your gift will make room, I guess I started to mime. Wasn't blind or mute, Christians lie in the booth. I be lying to you to say this game is so cool. Hurt you wouldn't believe. Kurt, you wanted me. Jay Silas from them row homes, burnt to third degree. By blood family, I'm saved. Can it be that humans are humans with motives and schemes? Trust God is the lesson learned. Praise God is the message earned. Lord, I'm straight, no chase. The brew mixed with whiskey, all straight to the face. I'm glad that my pain brought advancement of faith. That AC don't blow, no more family with grace. Please. I mean, I want to finish strong. Lord, bless me like J-Baz, no biggie if I'm dead wrong.
So I like the I really like the video. It was really creative with the video. It really seems like Paradox was able to really find a really good videographer for this, and he's come a long way. Like with his music too, he's I know with him he keeps his style of rap more in the style of like the 90s, and he doesn't change. Like that's him. He is who he is, and he's probably not going to change. I don't think he wants to change, but like I said, he's done music for a long time. I think he said over 20 years he's been doing hip hop music, and he just loves doing it for God. One of the songs you played before was a song about joy, and I really like the feel of that song. I can tell that he's going to keep his song style like it's from the 90s, his music style like it's from the 90s, but I think he really enjoys making his songs feel good, because this song feels good. Like he likes beats. I feel like that feels good, and this has that feel good beat that gives you a lot of wisdom. And the message of this song too is history lessons, but what he's talking about, and I think I have a description actually what he says whenever the word history is brought up, one tends to automatically think about monumental events that shaded or molded a country or a nation. In the same way we think about those historical moments and what we learn from them, we too have experienced historical moments that has shaped and molded us into what we are today. So in this song, you'll hear that both of the artists' experiences describe what made them who they are today. Their testimonies are clearly shared and outlined from the timelines of their lives. Because of God, they are now men of faith, standing in faith for the rest of their life's journey as they move and live by the grace of God. And I thought that was a cool, I thought this song was cool. The fact they really related it from the experiences of their lives. And I think it shows how important that we need to really, believe and think of how important our lives are in God. Like we usually think of history lessons as something that people done that were big, like in the history books. But we need to really think about what we're doing, what we have done, and where God brought us from. And our testimonies is we give people our history from our testimonies. So this is what they're doing in this song. So man, victory, yeah, victory. I called you Victory. What do you think about?
Ain't the first time.
Maybe God trying to say something to you. What do you think about? What do you think about this song?
No, this is because how you articulated that. This is the reason why I think a lot of artists need to do more talks about their songs. I like to call them song stories. Whether it's just getting on camera and just kind of explaining what the heart of the song, where it came from, your thought process and stuff like that, while the music's playing under it. Just that, because of how you explain it takes the song from being just a song to having a greater meaning, and having people understand what you're like what the song is really talking about. Yeah. Because I didn't really get that vibe from the video, but hearing you explain it like that, I see it differently. So
okay,
that's the reason why you would do some things like that. But as far as the song is concerned, I dug it. Mm-hmm. I'm not a particular big fan of the 90s flow style. What they talk about, the topics and stuff like that, I'm 100% behind. I thought the and we're not talking about the music video, but yeah, I loved how it was done. It had that 90s vibe, that really kind of old schoolish type of, like the hit, like right, real for real hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it really kind of caught that with me and everything. So, but as far as the project itself, man, I dug it. I dug it. It was solid. That's the word that came to me. It was solid. You know, nothing was distracting. Nothing was out of place. It was solid. And that's the word that literally came to me when I was listening to it. I was like, oh yeah, this is good.
I get that solid in this. For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely want to bring Paradox on the show. I had him on an old podcast I was doing. A good intellectual dude, good man of God, faith of God and God, and you know, he'll be a good dude to bring on the show because he has a lot of experience with music, and he also has a radio show as well, and I would want to bring him on so he can talk about that because
absolutely,
I think God is doing big things for his life too. He's a fan of Christian rap, and you know, I would appreciate having him on. So I agree. You know, this song was solid, and even though I'm the same with you. The flow, I'm not a big fan of the flow from the back in the day, the 90s, but I'm more of a fan of the message, what they talked about, the story. I'm more of a fan of how they rap now. You know, I'm the flow of the music, not all of it, but a lot of people who can rap and bring out the different flows. I'm a big fan of it nowadays. So
yeah.
So
I lean a 4. I give it a 4 for me.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 too. You know,
like I said, it was solid. It was solid. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It was dare I say above average. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I lean a 4 with that particular song.
Cool. I'm sure Paradox would appreciate that. You know, cool. We got any comments from people watching?
Yeah,
what
man.
Do y'all
we need
think?
y'all vote too.
We need y'all vote too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you hate the music, don't worry, we ain't gonna put y'all on blast.
Too long.
We got a different song coming up, y'all. You know, I think y'all will appreciate this sound that I'm gonna bring on. It's actually dance hall music, and it doesn't, to me, you know, I don't even listen to dance hall music. I remember I used to listen to Christian dance hall back in the day, and I was like, what is this? This sounds different. But this music doesn't have, I don't even know what dance hall is supposed to sound like nowadays, or if it's supposed to sound like anything, or if this is how dance hall sounds like, because what I listened to was more like hardcore dance hall, and it was
yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. It's like
there's levels.
There's
levels. Yeah.
So that's when I guess you said it. That's what I realized, that there are levels. There's maybe different subgenres of dance hall.
Yeah, I used to listen to. They had a TV show that had them back to back and stuff like that. Like it came on BET years ago, and I used to love that show. Just just the dance hall style of how it makes you feel. It's fun, you know.
Yeah. Well, y'all, this is by Pump Up. This is Pump Up. The name of the song is Pump Up, and it's by DJ Mr. Famous and B Morgan featuring DJ Norton. With the line coming up.
Tell me say your man a papi show one in my club. When she want the working, the matter about the man. If I'm if it's a pity, me never get it back. Never get it back. You know the vibe. Bump up. Girl, you got the good stuff. You know say you're too enough. Bump up. Girl, you got the good stuff. You know say you're too
Let us know what you think about this song, y'all.
Says she have a man, but him worthless. And she not Jackson, call him Curtis. So me and her grab the first exit. Well clean in a crushed linen, juice and ginin. Under my spliff, no grinning. Where your body tis a sin. Show me why you back up and brace for me. But now you're feeling it, dog. Of course. Say you want run, go tell all your friend about me. Oh, man. Know you love her when I catch it up and she fall your panty, yeah. So this is what you want, this you are gonna get, oh yeah. We're not gonna play. Come and just boom, 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 boom. Girl, you got the good stuff. You know I say you're too enough. Boom, 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 boom. Girl, you got the good stuff.
Hey,
you know I say you're too enough.
Strikes up, yeah.
You know me like the gal with different face, and especially the thing that below the waist. In a metaverse or reality, girl, me know you work money and a day. Oh, no, oh my. Girl, I hope you're ready for the good night. You don't want, don't gotta think twice. So tell her other competition, bye. Just so you know, okay, I can pump up like the Reebok shoe.
All right, so I really don't know what they're saying in the song. So I decided, y'all, to put this song on because it was submitted, and there was one song actually that I picked from last time, and I wanted to replace it with this one. So this one was different. Like, I will definitely say it was different, and I'm just going to talk about like the sound of the song. Pretty much, I like the blend of the vocals to the song. Like I said, it's different. It's a dance hall, but it's definitely a song that I would play because it just feels good. It's a feel good song. But other than that, man, don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I really dig this song. I love the Caribbean style music. The execution and the production I thought was great. I really love the sound. I don't know what they're saying. And I'm a little dicey because of certain words that I heard, and I'm like, I know I'm hearing this out of context. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I wish I could sit down and just like really kind of just dive into it and just understand specifically what he's saying. But it feels so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels so good. That's all I can say about it. It's like the production is A1. Like I have nothing to say about the production, the flow of the song. Everything feels like it's supposed to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And placed in the proper place where it's supposed to be. It's a really good song. Like I said, the only hang up I have is I just don't understand everything that he's saying.
Yeah.
So
that just shows you how important, like,
right.
It's hard to rate music when you don't understand what they're saying. It's much easier to rate the music when you do understand. It's crazy, right?
But we might not be his audience, so it's like
right?
It's not even for you,
right?
These people be like, man, what you mean?
Yeah, right.
I understand.
It's interesting because like music, there's music that you're not going to understand a lot of times. You got like, I don't even know if they call it mumble rap anymore, but there's rap music where it sounds like they talking a lot of gibberish.
Yeah, and, 100%. No, they are, and they making money off of it, and because if you understand what they was really in their mind,
yeah. But people like their music because they hear 1, 2, 3 words in it, and they go along with that.
Yeah,
they
like the whole song is off the chain because of that one line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He killing that one line.
Yeah.
What about the other 3 minutes?
They go off of the vibe of the music. They go off the production, So
yeah.
Anyway, man, this song, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I don't understand what they're saying. I would have give it a 5 if I did, but I get that song a 4.
Yeah, I agree. And solely because, like, I think the song is awesome. I have to gauge it with the words, to make sure that everything makes sense. And I know that he probably would be, it does make sense. This is what I'm talking about. But when I don't know who you are, and I'm hearing you for the very first time, you have one shot at the first impression, and you have one shot at a you know, for me to understand what you're really saying. So it's I just have not an uneasy feeling, but an unsurety. And so for that reason, and that reason alone, I'll change it to 5 if once I understand what he's once he's saying.
Yeah.
But for right now, I just have to give it a 4. So
yeah. And I do get what you're saying. Some words though, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Like, I was like,
wait, hold up. Who submitted this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The show must go on, y'all.
Absolutely.
Hey, if y'all dropping in too, I need to drop actually just with this show where we accept music. So I'll put that down below. We accept music submissions. Just drop your song, send a attachment to irregularraps@gmail.com. Also send a link, YouTube link. Tell us what the music is about. And we like to review your music. Hopefully in the future, I can promote a lot more. And I'm not going to say what I'm going to try to do right now. I'm just going to do it. And then I'll tell y'all when I'm doing it.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. I'm just going to do it like Nike.
Yeah. Shout out to the people already commenting though, man. That's
appreciate y'all. See y'all, Tiffany, Teresa. See y'all.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all think about this song. It's about Foreign Nation and testimony music, Pledge of Allegiance.
God planted me right here with the faith of a mustard seed. Take a look at my roots. Ain't no way to uproot the tree, cause I'm buried in these scriptures and his promises water me. I'm the chosen one, wish I could see what you saw me, cause you ain't picked me apart. You accepted all of these parts of me. Came for the whole thing, not the sum, but just partially. When I'm standing in your presence, won't be pleased apart from me. But I know I got my issues, and I've been like iniquity. This the land of too much freedom, the land of no liberty. United States of no wait, classrooms get shot up intentionally. The pandemic came and went and affected us mentally. When we can finally go out, ain't no mask, ain't no entering. Unemployment rate climbed, so they cut us a stimulus. They knew it keep us quiet, cause we all by the Benjamin. So our minds will forget the ones who died or got injured in. I'ma drop this song right here and let them know we remember them.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ain't no justice at all, ain't no one under God. No one here is united, it's divided and fall. We pledge allegiance to his sacrifice and killing us all. So tell me what part of that falls under God.
Pledge allegiance a mi Dios, no solo una bandera. Que resucitó de la muerte en la tercera. Se sacrificó para darte vida eterna. En salvación, libertad, rompe cadenas. Se quita candados, facilita puertas abiertas. Siempre estaba a tu lado, aunque pesado era apretado. Camino en lo que iluminando tinieblas. Extendiendo su mano cuando atascado en la tierra. Eliminando pesadillas y demonios contra ti. Mantenga en oración, protección va a recibir. Levanta tu crucifijo, la batalla está aquí. Con Jesús a tu lado, nadie podrá contra ti. I'm a God-fearing man, never fear a man in me. When I visualize through the eyes of God, I see. When I pray to God, only time I fall down to my knees is God over everything to the day I no longer breathe.
All right, so this is Pledge of Allegiance, like we said, Foreign Nation, testimony music. This song, to me, I think has a decent structure. It was pretty, like, the kid's voice coming in. I thought that was different. I thought that was cool, actually. Like, you never hear anything like that usually at hip hop. But I feel like putting that in a song like this, it fits. I always say, like, when things can fit and when it don't fit, like something like that fits because, like, the beat is serious. It has this like heartfelt sound, like it's dramatic. It's I feel like this music's supposed to make you think about especially what they're talking about Pledge of Allegiance. If you saw what I put up a moment ago, what this song is about, it's about pledging allegiance to God and how laws and things change. Like, they try to take that stuff out of America, out of schools, and I think that's what they're emphasizing. That's what they're talking about. They're hitting that point hard in this song. So the emotional part, I feel it. But other than that, like the flow, yes, intense. Yes. The flow, you know, the things that they were saying, I just wish some of the words will come across better. I'm a big fan. If you heard me speak about like just flow and cadence, I always focus on that. But some of the things were like, I don't want to even use this word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Like some of the words came across sloppy on this one, and I'm a little hard on y'all on this song by saying that, but I'm gonna say it was a little sloppy. But but overall, like emotionally, I feel like the intensity of the voice, they really tried to, level it up to the intensity of the track, and I thought that was cool. Other than that, okay, it's cool. It's cool.
I had a couple issues with this song. It's not a rant.
I was about to
but
say
just concerns,
okay.
Just concerns. And I have to give him a pass, partly because this is a very political type of flow. And it's hard to really kind of dial in and really execute politics in music. You know what I mean? So one of the biggest issues that I had, because when you try to construct a song that's dealing with this intense beat, and you're trying to, construct this artistic type of point across, of the point that you're trying to make, it's hard when you begin and it's hard when you end. You got to set the stage some kind of way. And it seemed like they just jumped right into it. It was like I had no time to, I guess, like soak in what's about to happen. Like they didn't set the stage. They just went right in, like all the aggression just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like there was no, I would have wanted maybe like an explanation on this, like on the beginning, like tell me something. You know what I mean? But it just didn't, it just like it took me out of it as soon as you came in. It was way too hard. And a lot of the times, I know we talk about the intensity, you don't have to yell to get your point across. You know what I mean? Like you can just be intense and hard and you just get your point across. You don't have to be all like this, you know what I mean? But you can just be intense and just, get your point across. You don't have to yell and holler and scream, or be overly intense with it. Just ride it. It's already intense. The other thing, like I told you, like you said, was the cadences. And it was an easy fix. It's an easy fix. You take a word out. Because what was happening is they were trying to jam these words in there to try to complete a sentence instead of writing with the cadence. And so they would kind of come in a little bit and when they try to, complete the thought, instead of trying to complete the thought with your words, take some words out to where you keep the same cadence and it means the same thing. I was listening to every time they jumped in and they tried to fit something in, I knew which word to take out.
Yeah.
It's supposed to flow. You shouldn't even feel a jump in your cadence in your lyrics.
Yeah.
Just start taking words out. Rewrite. This is all about the rewriting and the rewriting. Just because you wrote it and it means something intense doesn't mean it's complete. Rewrite it. Make sure that the flow is not distracting from what you're trying to bring across. I guess that was a rant.
You should have hit that button. You should have hit that red button. It's all good.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice, but like I said, I just had a couple issues with it, and those were the issues. It was just, you can spend a little bit more time with the, just trying to take some words out that means that and keep the thought of what you're trying to say, and the aggression. You just didn't necessarily need to be that crunk over it. It's intense. It's not crunk. You know what I mean?
That is true, because usually crunk, like, Lil Jon, what's his name? John?
Lil Jon, yeah.
He yells all the time.
Exactly.
He was getting crunk with that music. That music
was
a party. They're down for what?
Right. But you can just be a little bit, more intense with it. add a growl to your voice, you know,
the
and
other
keep the same thing.
Yeah, the other thing you made me realize, like you just said, you can growl to it, but you can get close to the mic.
Yeah,
and it brings up more emotion.
Yep, the whisper
when you get close, more personal. So yeah, you can change the character of your voice, get closer.
If you don't sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
That's how intense that was. Instead of if you don't sit down somewhere. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't sit down, it feels a lot more intense.
I don't know. Did DMX do that? I mean, he yelled a lot. Did he get close? Like, did he have some like?
No, that was just his style. But his beats matched that though. It wasn't necessarily an intense. It was like murder type of tracks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Had different intentions.
Yes. But you brought up a good point too with the words. You know, I think rappers who first start writing music, not saying that this is the case here, but they have, this is the mistake I think artists, when they really want to rap fast or really try to express with a lot of words, they make that mistake. They'll add too many words. And I had to learn that when I first started learning how to write. And I listened to myself. It took a couple of listens. I was like, nah, and that's when I learned, take some words out, make it rhyme, make it flow more, and just take a word here, and you'll realize that it's still, you know, and it's not like rap is not proper English most of the time.
Right.
It's not.
That's the artistic part of it, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, you'll learn that if you listening, and you know, if you just learning how to write rap music, that's one good point, you know. But this song, I'll start off with the rate. I guess I'll give it a I hate to say this, but I give it a 2.
What? I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Okay. I see why. I mean, like, you know, I respect it, you know.
I didn't expect it either.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it either.
Wow.
And that's me saying that for my own rating.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like that's the first number that came to me. So I'm going with my first instinct.
I just it's okay to me. It's okay. I like the attempt at tackling a tough issue. And so I couldn't fault him. Like if this was just a regular song and then it was just, you know, that janky, that unorganized, or that kind of crazy, yeah, I definitely would have been like a 1.5 or something like that. But they're tackling a tough issue. For me, that should account for something. Like it's not something that, you know, you can, not everybody knows how to pull off. And so yeah, I had to give it a 3. Like it's okay. I mean, but the things that they could have done to make it better are fixable. I just wish they would have took the time to actually, like, you know, fixed it.
I like the issue they brought up too in this song. I really like that, you know. Yeah. But good point. Dorisa, the Spanish, I like that was included. Was it my thought was about the Spanish? Was that necessary? That's what I thought about it for this song.
Well, for the one of my producers is he deals with the Spanish community, and I thought that they would have appreciated it. You know, I thought it was more crossover.
For this type of subject,
depends on what he was talking about. I can't say nothing because I don't know what he said. I took Spanish 3 times, and barely made it out of there in college. I'm like, look, I just needed it for my credit.
I guess we need a Spanish interpreter for this song. Man. We get some Spanish music up in here. We're gonna need a Spanish interpreter.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I'm not Shane. I'm not. Come right on in. Please explain this.
Yeah, that's a good point. We hear what he's talking about, know what he's talking about. Yeah,
right.
You know, I guess I said that too because Pledge of Allegiance. It felt like more American. You know, so the Spanish.
Oh wow, yeah. No, wow. Okay. I see. What I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you. Conflict of interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You know, but they pledge too when you become a citizen. So
yeah, but I was going to say you have a lot of Spanish people in America now. Spanish is like what the highest second or what is language
Yep.
in America. So
that actually makes you a lot more valuable when you're bilingual.
Yeah.
So
anyway, moving on, y'all. We got another song right here by Classmatic. And I appreciate you, Classmatic, always, and Nick Knack. Y'all always sending me some good music. That's actually not the name of the song, but the name of the song is Live Bait. Let's take a listen. I think y'all appreciate this one. It's a little different from the usual. But here we go.
Sometimes I wake up, sometimes I sleep. Sometimes I'm just a prisoner to beats and sheets. Cause I get locked in the tempo and I feel incomplete until I finish writing these bars. I loosen up these leaves, take you on trips with no manner. It's like I ain't got no manners. The way I'm eating is grammar. I remember reading words from this lady Savannah. They struck me and now they stuck with me like hood rats in pajamas. It's 2 p.m. I'm on this lazy boy settling, trying to shake off this laziness like gelatin. Maybe it's genetics, DNA inside my skeleton. Trying to fight the itis off, dukes up like Ellington. But it wins every time, so my mind start to put pictures to my rhymes. Start to put movies to my lines. What an episode. And now I'm dialing up my side, I call a vegetable. Another loss to idle time, what you expect to know. It's all common to man, ain't it acceptable? It ain't uncommon to man, we all susceptible. Scared to put my hand up even though I got a question, no. Got everything I want on my plate, but wanting seconds though. You can lose everything you work for in a second, bro. Yeah, and that's a lifetime. I just rather write rhymes. The word is obedience. Gotta die to this flesh, die to this greediness. Sometimes it's real hard, sometimes it's tedious. Recipe is always the same, no new ingredients. The word is discipline. I pray to God there's someone out there listening. Pray to God this hook catch you like a fisherman.
What y'all think about this, y'all? 'Cause I'm just trying to fish
for men.
I found when I'm by myself,
right
I'm in the worst company. Cause me, myself, and I always trying to run from these two abilities. A counter response, proof of instability. I've kept hidden for so long, I'm so gone. But stuck in the same place, my game face, I live with it on. Living wrong, covering shame's taste. For my name's sake, I can't ask for no help. I'd rather do it myself. Silence kept, praying these chains break. But part of me be liking how these shackles feel. Pain to be fooled like I'm watching David Copperfield. About to kneel before the throne, hoping to find freedom there. The Father's will should be home, I'ma strive to meet him there. Well, I guess what will tell us will be time. Moment by moment, faith is needed and grace for thee grind. We'll be fine. Cause even we can't pluck us out the hands that hold us up and together when we're too weak to stand.
The word is obedience. Gotta die to this flesh, die to this greediness.
Got a grin.
Sometimes it's real hard, sometimes it's tedious.
You already know.
No new ingredients. The word is discipline. I pray to God there's someone out there listening. Pray to God this hook catch you like a fisherman. Cause I'm just trying to fish for men.
I wake up and realize that I'm sleeping. TLC would get thoughts in me still creeping. I mean, my eyes open, but it's hard for me to see. Feel like another presence rolled a blunt and jumped inside of me. That's crazy. Now I'm lit, but I ain't took a hit though. Sit back and close my eyes, but I still can't forget, bro. I still see it. Maybe the water will wash your thoughts away. Hopefully. Cause I really hate when thoughts like this start my day. It's ugly. Impeding on the progress, clouding the way. Thoughts beget the actions, now the others start plowing away. Here they come. I can't afford to slip and get carried away. Too much work to get done for me to act like kid and play. House party. Guess it's just the kid in me wanting to play. The little boy that still feel like he got something to say. And I know I ain't the only one who feel this way. Come on, man. I just want to chill today.
What y'all think, man? You know, the song just feels so good. It's like one of them songs that you gotta. It's one of them songs like you gotta drive to.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
just drive.
Oh my
at nighttime.
God.
You know, let the breeze hit you and just take a moment to think about some things. Listen to what they saying, man. It's Live Bait, and you know, when I was really listening to the music, they're reflecting on their lives, but I think they're really just showing how hard it is for us to be obedient to God because of our weak flesh. Our weak flesh makes us want to do so many other things and be indulged in the things of the world. And I think they express that differently, perfectly, each perfectly differently in their own way for this song, for their verses. And that's what I like, that this was so artistic in that way. And the fact that they're like lyrically on point, like,
right.
you know, none of them, like none of their verses made you want to turn it off. Like sometimes you get to a song, you get to like the second verse, third verse, you're like, I can't take this verse. But this one was like,
it felt so good.
Yeah, it rolled all the way, flowed all the way. So, you know, like it.
5.
Victor, like, I got nothing to say. Just 5.
Bruh, this joint here, so simplistic and so intricate at the same time. Bruh, I have no problems with this one. And this is my, you know, this song right here will make me buy your album. just for that song. You know, when we were buying albums, it wasn't streams or whatever. I would go to the store and buy your whole album specifically for this song, because it speaks to a lot of people's hearts. And it's innocent, it's vulnerable. Man, it was borderline perfect to me. I loved every second of that. The track, where in the world did you find that? The track alone was like, I just want to hear the track. But then they laced the track, they laced their verses over it. It was nothing was distracted, no hypes, no ad libs. It was no stabs. I didn't really hear a lot of that stuff going on, which I thought was perfect. It's just their vocal, that one vocal, and it was innocent. It was like it was out there. They put their heart on the line. I loved every second of it. I loved how they executed. And like you said, I just couldn't, even though I thought a third verse was too much, if I was to be nitpicky, I mean specifically nitpicky, I thought the third verse was a bit much, but it still, once you got into it, it still felt right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It still felt right. But going, like, the fact that there was a third verse, we got another verse. That was the only trepidation that I had. I was just like, but once it got into it, I was like, oh yeah, you just don't want a song like that to end, you know?
That's funny you said that, because I was thinking the same thing when the third verse came. I was like, oh, another verse, but it feels good.
Yeah.
Still, I listen to it still.
Yeah, that's definitely going on my playlist. I promise you, it's going on my playlist. I gotta have that song.
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta bring them on the show. That means this was a
absolutely
5, y'all. This
absolutely. I want to meet these. I want to meet these boys. Wish I could shake their hands, man. But that they did a phenomenal job with this one. I really liked it.
5 across all the border. I haven't seen anybody rate but it's all good. Y'all watching? I see y'all. It's all good. Hey, one of the things I was going to say too was one I really liked about this song was the delay, the echo in the background.
Yeah,
it was perfect for this, because the melody of the instruments didn't take away from it. You only heard the piano as the melody, and that gave it room for the delay, the echo.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, so a lot of times it doesn't make sense to put delay, like especially like this on a rap song. You don't hear delay on rap vocals, but this song,
yeah,
it worked.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. I wish, I hope they do something with it though, instead of, you know, just putting it out there and it's just there.
Yeah.
Like a song like this should be pushed. You know, other things should happen, like, you know, lyric videos and real videos, and go on tour with it, and, you know, just I don't know, just do more with it. Make you want to rap.
I know, right? We need to bring Teresa on the show so she can show off her skills.
Yeah.
Give us that 1 2 1 2. I'll beatbox for you if you come on the show. I got you. I'm a little rusty. Y'all. But it'll come back. Yeah, good stuff, y'all. We got one more for y'all. This is by Anthony Marcus. The name of the song is Optimus Prime 2. And yeah, this is the cover art too, man. We haven't talked about the cover art that much. That's right. Optimus Prime. Hey, isn't that like, are you allowed to use images like that? I don't know. Well, if this is his cover art, wouldn't that be like a trademark for like?
I will find out. That is a great question.
That is right.
Great question.
You can't really use. No.
I'm not usually stumped, but that is a great question. I never thought about it as far as the imagery is concerned.
I just thought about that just now. It's interesting. Like
now, I can see if it was a logo, but you see it's him, but you're sure, but you're not sure at the same time because it could be anything. It could be a Decepticon. I don't know.
Yeah, but all they have to do is pull out the real one.
Right.
Every detail of it is right.
Right. But if it didn't say Optimus Prime on there, would you know that was him?
No, you wouldn't.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. I think it's obscure enough not to for a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, interesting. I'll look it up and I'll be the expert for y'all.
Hey, there you go. Look. Go to Street. Call him. He knows that answer.
Oh man.
Get him on the phone.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Hey, shout out Detroit. All the way from Cali with love.
Can you be a little more serious?
Demon in the street look like it's Halloween. Got addicted to the Christ, I'm a die fiend. And what you want? Keep it moving, ain't a lot to see. He sold his soul and all it took was 100 G. Look, LY hat and some Ray-Bans. God knew the future, that's a raven. I'm waving, not wavering. He paid it, no payments. I'm pacing, not caving. He saved me, they raging, it's amazing. Whole team walking with a mask off. I was broken, now I gotta take the cast off. Yeah, top shelf, pull the best glass out. Signs of wonder, see the fish, pull the cast out. Out the box like Broner. Turn into a donor. In my own lane like it's rap Daytona. Shout out to the block, I buy it back, now I'm an owner. They say David killed Goliath with that rock, I hit it goner.
Being down bad, but the Lord brought me back up. Now I tell them demons and them ghosts, time to pack up. Running for my guys, so I gotta run them stats up. Broad contract, put that automatic max up. I pray until it happens, this ain't magic out of thin air. Tried to quit so many times, but God keeps saying stay there. Just wanna walk in purpose to make sure that I do my share. Devil said he lurking, and you know he do not play fair. Past a couple churches, we was riding down, stay fair. Gotta check your heart and remove all the hate there. Might have a bad thought, but you can't let it stay there. We got him too paid, and I ain't talking about fake hair. Praise God every day, nah, I ain't lucky. Had to change from my old ways when he touched me. Now I thank him for his grace, thank him cause he loved me. Now I love God more than the love of money. Jesus transformed me something like Optimus. Used to be a pessimist, now I'm an optimist. God cleared everything up when it was ominous. I follow him to the apocalypse with confidence is common sense. He the one that came and got us out of sin. I am not the one, make sure you follow him. Gotta praise him even when them dollars spent. Then praise him even more when them commas hit, boy.
Praise him more when them commas hit like Marcus say. I stay driven, I ain't even go park today. I walk the Red Sea, watch it park today. I fight the good fight of faith, yeah, I had the box today. You niggas see the point, I made a demon drop today. I hope you see the point, bottom line, God saved. I got faith, got grace, God's great. This is soul food, hit him with the entree. In the word feasting, eating on that Psalm 6, fruit of the spirit. I put out a banana clip, reading Galatians. That's when I sleep. Read the Bible and my white buffs look like a pot of grits. It's gymnastics, the way God helped me flip. Now my faith, Bruce Lee, I can chop a brick. My light shine, Thomas Edison, of course I'm lit. I ain't lying when I said I used to be a pimp. Billy Dog, Mike V, get about that peak. Yeah, God cooking miracles, it's all in the wrist. I put a demon in the blender, but God is in the mix like every day my birthday.
So we're gonna get into it, y'all. I don't know why this song is hard for me to rate.
Not me.
Maybe I should let you start off.
for me, man, what in the world are we talking about? It was so disjointed. Like I don't understand what the point is. Man, the and that's just me trying to understand what the song is talking about. The other part is the lyrics and how it's constructed. I understand what you're trying to do, but the timing was all over the place. Um, it was not lining up with the beat at all. Some of the parts where you jumped in, where they jumped in back to back. I think one artist was doing it. I mean, it was mislined up. Took me completely out of it because of the production faux pas. The production mistakes. It was just like I couldn't. And going back to what we were talking about before, you don't have to yell on these tracks. You don't, to get your point across. We understand how intense you are. And it took me out of it. Like for real, my mind went somewhere else. I like it just took me somewhere else. I don't know. I don't understand what the point of the song was to me. Like,
yeah,
it just, like I said, it didn't work. For me, it didn't work. I thought maybe like in the moment, probably it was a good time making the song, but in retrospect, to me and not knowing who you are, and me hearing it for the first time very objectively, to me it just didn't work.
This to me sounded more like a cipher.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that.
And I wouldn't have named this song Optimus Prime 2. I would have named it something else, just because Optimus Prime 2, man, you talking about a Transformer character who was, that movie had a lot of destruction and they was fighting and beating them. And I understand like the lyrics, especially when they talk about putting the demons in the blender and everything. Maybe that's what made them kind of, relate that to Optimus Prime 2. But still, the beat to me just didn't match up to the title. Like I would have picked a different type of beat that was more hardcore. And and that's, to me, is where, like you said, disjointed. To me, that's another disjointed area for me that I thought about. Like, if I'm calling this Optimus Prime 2, I'm going to pick a serious beat because I know that movie was off the chain.
So, is there a one? Did they put out a first one? I thought thought it was more of a. This is the first one was a banger, so we're gonna do it another one.
That's what I thought, but I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good thing to actually find out. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe if we if they did, and if we play it one day,
it might
maybe it'll make better sense.
I don't know, man, because like I said, it's just like the movie should stand on its own. You know what I mean? Like a song should stand on its own. And like I said, it didn't work for me. I understand, like one lyric in there was just saying I'm an optimist, and I'm a prime optimist or something like that, he said. But at the same time, when I'm listening to the other parts of the lyrics, it didn't make sense with that line. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't make sense with that line. So, yeah.
And it felt like to me. I mean, I appreciate the effort they put in this song for sure, but it felt like they tried to force the title into this. Like they tried to force the overall meaning into this song. It felt like a forceful, sometimes, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can hear when artists try to force what the song is about into the song. That's what it kind of felt like to me. Like
either that or like like I mentioned before, like when you're recording it in the room, it feels like a good time. Like we killing it in the room. But when you get the mix back and you're when you're hearing it based upon your experience in the studio instead of objectively getting outside of yourself and hearing your song. You know, I don't think a lot of artists do that. They still on the ride of how they created it. You got to get outside of yourself and just like you be the fan. You be your audience.
Yeah.
And ask yourself, does this work?
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, it was all over the place. It didn't work for me.
Yeah, be honest with your music.
Absolutely, because your audience is gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, and it could have been hard for them to be honest with each other. We don't know how close they are with each other. Sometimes if you're collaborating, you know, you want to just get something out quickly. You may feel more pressure to get it out quickly. I feel like when you're collaborating. So who knows how they felt about this music? Maybe it was rushed. You know, sometimes artists would tell you, yeah, we put out that music, and they'll give you a good reason too. Like I remember actually interviewing some guy on the show, and there was a song that was put out, and he admitted that it was rushed, but there was like a deadline or something. So sometimes you just don't know the reason behind.
Right. And it could be like a tragic reason behind it too.
Yeah.
We just don't know the story. But I mean, that's the sad part about putting something out without context. You know what I mean? So if it was something dedicated to whatever, but yeah. Like I said, I wish they would have worked a little bit more on this one. So for that reason, but they do have skill. I'm not going to give it a 1. I got to give it a 2. So that's for me. Yeah.
I was thinking 1 or 2, Drew, 1 or 2. We never gave anything a 1 yet, had we?
Yeah, I can't say that it's complete garbage. You know what I mean?
I can't either. I say 2 too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give 2, but yeah, man.
It's not dumpster juice. It has potential. We just got to fix a whole bunch of stuff. We got to go back to the drawing board with it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
well, y'all, I appreciate y'all just tuning into Regular Raps today. You know, we like to keep it 100, and I think we really kept it 100 today for songs that we liked and songs that we didn't like. And even if, like, one of the songs we didn't understand, we, you know. But anyway. We appreciate y'all tuning into the show. Remember, God first. Also, if you got music on the way, keep me in the loop. If you got music you put out, you think is a hit, you think you just want us to see how your music can also be better. Like, look, man, we have a pro on this show named Victor. He got big things happening, a mentor, and he knows his stuff. So, look at him. So
we got things happening.
Yeah,
things happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he has things happening. So if you want your music to get better, and you just got a song that, even if it's not like done, but you just want us to like critique your music and give you ideas too to help your music get better, like the hook, verse, you can send it to me, and also I'll explain like your song is not done on the show. So we'll take that type as well, you know. If you're an upcoming artist. But anyway, y'all, enjoy having y'all. Follow Victor, sanctifiedsound.org.
Yes. Follow me today. Stop. I'm just excited about the future. I ain't even gonna front.
That's what's up, excited, man. That's what's up. All right, y'all. We out of here. Stay tuned. Be blessed and flow in God's love. We out.
We out.